It's my second rest day in Lido di Jesolo, and I was happy to wake up after a good night's sleep in a comfortable bed, something I miss dearly during bikepacking.
Good morning internet, it's day 2 in Lido di Jesolo. I feel much more rested. I feel that my body healed a lot. Today is mostly a working day, so I'm thinking about maybe exploring the beach because I got the beach card. For the first time, I will be able to legally sit on the beach.
Before diving into the day, I was excited to explore hotel's unlimited breakfast buffet, my most favorite part of booking a hotel.
Our breakfast is in the main hotel, Storione, so we have to walk every morning for 3 minutes.
Unfortunately, I couldn't film during breakfast, but let me tell you, it was a minimalistic, but at least it had eggs, salami and cheese, which gave me calories to work the whole day. And that's what I did. After breakfast, I headed to my hotel balcony to get some work done. I couldn't help but feel a little bit envious of the people enjoying their vacations, but I pushed myself to get things done.
So guys, quick update. It's 4 and I should finish my work in 1 hour. I've been working since the morning. By the way, the breakfast was kind of minimalist compared to what I'm used to. We had only boiled eggs, a few toast. There were a lot of sweets, cakes. It's just that I think for that price I expect kind of more. But anyway, it should be sufficient for the whole day. As for next plans, I was looking at the local gyms. There doesn't seem like many gyms in Jesolo, which is weird. People obviously don't work out.
After a productive day, I could finally grab my Brompton and explore local beach. The mission was to find the spot reserved for hotel guests, which was difficult because of how long the beach was. It seems to stretch for miles and miles, but I kept searching. So let's go this way. Sand looks nice. I think I could take a swim, but first I want to show you how the promenade looks like. It's pretty empty. I think you can sit pretty much everywhere. Yeah, I'm looking for my hotel. Nothing comes up yet. Otherwise, as you can see, everything that is on the right is part of the hotels. And some of those looks pretty luxurious, at least judging by the hotel guests. Lido di Jesolo is definitely more accessible for camping. The beach is so long and hotels are not that packed, so there's a lot of space. Also, because it's 6, it's not that hot and people are returning home. As I was riding along, I got busted by beach guard telling me to get out of my bike. So I got busted again by staff guard that guards this beach. I can continue on a bike. I have to go back or either get to the main road. So far there are too many restrictions. Why the hell I cannot ride my bike on this nicely paved road wide enough for both foot traffic and a bike? Let's find the beach. This is part of our hotel. Maybe take a swim. Alternatively, I could visit the local gym. Sounds like a great plan too. And withdraw some cash for ATM. Since I have the REUPLOAD Premium, that would be sensible to use all its benefits. When this happened the second time, I decided to rather push my bike than to try my luck again. It forced me to go down and push my bike. Seems like a serious issue here, that I'm violating really serious law. So let's push our bike. It takes much slower. This is apparently a more premium area. That's why they are that strict. Been walking for the past 15 minutes. I still cannot see a sign of my beach hotel. It's like never ending. I bet because like booked a budget hotel, I have to walk all the way till the end of the coast. Just as I was feeling a bit down, I had a stroke of luck. I finally found a beach spot reserved for hotel guests I have been searching for hours. So we arrived at our beach. So everything is occupied and this one is free.
Okay guys, I packed my stuff and now we are going to explore the local beach. So the sand is nice, it's very clean. It's kind of cold, man. Today it's too late for swimming. So this is pretty long beach. It's spans like, I don't know, 10 kilometers.
So this is how beach life looks like in Italy. Just messing around, doing water sports, reading, taking sun, sleeping. Yeah, pretty usual stuff. Holy shit, you can buy a kite too. That sounds fun. There's plenty of wind, so I think you can fly pretty high. After relaxing for a while, I went on a new mission to find an ATM. It was enough for like 5 minutes. Now we are on the quest for an ATM, and I'm looking for a European bank ATM, one of the larger banks, not the original Italian banks, because they might screw me on exchange fees and ATM fees. So I found one Unicredit, which is 3 kilometers away here, and let's see. Hey, check this out. These girls like to live on an edge. That's fun to watch. It's definitely more comfortable to stand on a bike than to sit on it, at least on this bike. So I seem to arrive at some kind of commercial hub or something. I see office building.
Seems like an interesting office building. I'm very close to the ATM, by the way.
I scouted the city from end to end, but it was a challenge to find international ATM that won't charge crazy fees. It doesn't look like Italian to me. It's more like something Espanol. I had to try 3 banks. One closed, second one declined my card, and finally Volksbank worked just fine. As I was leaving bank with cash in hand, I suddenly felt my bike slowing down. I had to stop to see what's wrong with my Brompton.
So I just had to take a stop, and I again saw a weird sound on my Brompton, like something is slowing it down. It was really hard to pinpoint what's that, but I realized that this braking pad is loosened up. I don't know how. One side is there's like a 1 centimeter space, and other side is really tight to the tire. So I don't know if it's supposed to be like that, but after I don't know 500 kilometers, yeah, I have to go to service.
After realization that my bike brake calipers were loose, I had to return back to hotel to see if I can fix it. Due to malfunctioning Brompton brake, I think it's best decisions to go back and just check what's wrong. It's kind of dangerous to ride a bike that make that weird sounds and get the feeling of the friction that something's wrong. To my surprise, I was able to realign them with my normal bike toolkit. I was relieved I could continue on my journey without risking an accident. I still felt tired from backpacking, so I decided to call it a night and get some rest. The next morning, I woke up feeling refreshed and ready to pack up and leave the hotel. I had a new plan for the day, and this is to bike to Lido di Venezia and book another hotel. As I was checking out, I met a group of Germans who were also traveling across Italy. But unlike me, they were using e-bikes and credit cards to make their life easier. So I saw those 2 guys with e-bike, and apparently it's possible to do a bike tour on e-bike because they are charging it every day in the hotel rooms. They travel like 100 kilometers each day. Eventually it was time to leave Lido di Jesolo and slowly make my way to Venezia. It was nice to have a comfy room with air conditioning and a comfortable bed and a shower. Yeah, it was great. As I set out on my way, I saw some interesting sights along the way. There was a bungee jumping tower that looked like a lot of fun and a kayak rental that caught my eye. Looks like some kind of a port where you can rent a kayak. I continued my journey and soon found myself on a path along the Venetian rivers. The waterways were surrounded by lush greenery and the water was crystal clear. It was a sight that I would never forget. I'm speechless, man. This is a really enjoyable ride along the swamp on a nice newly built bike route. Seems like a Bruno, a smallish island above Venezia. Nevertheless, it's hell of a view.
Next up, I had to take a ferry.
Okay, let's see which boat goes to Lido di Venezia.
In order to save money on bike fees, I had to pack up my Brompton into an IKEA Dimpa bag. This was the first time I was trying it out and I wasn't sure if it fits my Brompton. The packing was cumbersome, but in the end, Dimpa bag was spacious enough.
Well, I don't know if it's carryable. I will definitely have to carry like this. But yeah, it fits pretty well. Yeah, so I just saved €1.
I boarded the ferry with my bike packed and felt proud to save €1 bike fee. During the ferry ride, I struck up a conversation with a friendly Swiss lady curious about my backpacking trip. As we chatted, I couldn't help but admire the views. Seeing Venice from far away was truly a sight to behold. I couldn't wait to get closer and explore more. After the ferry ride, I wandered around the city, taking insights before finally making my way to the hotel.
So after refreshing ice cream and cola, it's time to check in at this beautiful, gorgeous hotel. Atlanta, August. I feel like out of the place with camping gear and a bike, but let's see.
As I walked into the hotel lobby, I was struck by just how fancy it was. I had never stayed in a place like this before.
Pretty hefty key. I'd say I would prefer a card or something where I can put into my pocket, but this is very classy. Wow, guys, welcome to my room. This is so classy. Whoa, check this shower. I have a bathtub. Wow. And a sofa. You have a big ass mirror. Nice, man.
Just as I put my bags in my room, the door closed themselves with my room keys still inside.
Oh shit.
So there I was, locked out of my room with no way to get back in.
Okay, I have to go down.
Maybe yes.
I felt silly as I went to the front desk asking for help.
But the reception is the second.
No, in the 0. I go to the second floor.
Oh yeah, okay.
Bye.
Bye.
When I got back, I was greeted by a classy room with incredible view over the city.
We have a sleeping floor, really nice big bed. We have power socket, there is ambient lighting, which is weird, but yeah, okay, I take it. Then let's check out the terrace. Wow, look at that, isn't it beautiful? And I see the canal, and there should be a Venezia, the square of San Marco. This was a really great deal for 200, I think, euro, and I can use this as a pull-up bar. It's so beautiful. Definitely worth it. This is like high-class hotel. It's like 2 to 3 stars more luxurious than the last hotel.
One thing that caught my eye was the jacuzzi bathtub. I have never seen anything like this before and I was eager to try it out.
One more thing to check out. We have a bathtub, but this bathtub is like a jacuzzi or something. There is a button that does something, I don't know.
I fumbled around with the buttons for a bit, trying to figure out how it works. Finally, I've climbed into the hot, bubbly water. After the excitement of being locked out, I settled into more relaxed routine. I took advantage of the beautiful balcony and started cooking noodles. As I enjoyed my meal, I took in the breathtaking sunset and got some work done. It was the perfect way to unwind and recharge for the next day.
I have to say, this city is so magical. Just look at those old buildings and locals who just hang out outside. There is someone working on the roof of this computer. It feels like a truly Italian
sitting.
The next morning, I woke up early and eager to see what the hotel had in store for breakfast. But as I entered the breakfast room, my expectations were quickly destroyed. The breakfast was minimalistic and not self-serve, which was a bit of a disappointment. However, I tried to make the best of the situations and eat everything I got on the plate.
It's not a buffet, you have to order and they serve it to you on a plate. The choice is really limited. Yeah, it's very inconvenient to ask for more because you see people standing in the queue and waiting for the same stuff. And I guess have to be enough for today.
After breakfast, I went back to my hotel room to work for a few more hours. The day was flying by, and before I knew it, it was already 6 p.m. My stomach was growling and I realized I hadn't eaten anything substantial all day long. So I grabbed my things and headed out in search for local supermarket. I decided to go out to the nearby bricks to buy some cheap, nutritious food.
So just finished my work, it's close to 6 p.m. It was pretty exhausting. And because breakfast was not enough, it was like barely minimum number of calories and the carbs that just makes you feel sick. That's why I'm going to the biggest grocery store here, the bricks. Let's hope I can find something edible.
Resupply with ice cream, I headed to promenade to sit and watch Venetian canals.
Man, this view on the Venezia never gets old. So nothing is better than sitting with the nice view and eating secco bianco ice cream. It's not bad for the price. So far the cheapest Magnum Light Coppe I tasted in Italy.
Despite being tired from the previous days, I knew I had to catch up with my responsibilities, so I spent the rest of my day working on my laptop trying to get ahead of things. Anyway, after 4 days of working and sleeping in comfortable bed in hotel rooms, I was ready to hit the road again. But more about that in the next episode.